Deadpool 2 was released in 2018 and was directed by David Leitch. It tells the story of Wade Wilson, who is thrown into prison and meets Russell. However, Russell ends up being kidnapped and Wade Wilson must assemble a team to save him. Deadpool 2, yes. So, I was requested by Lambo Rock Strikes Back to do this one. It was a while ago he asked me to do this one because I reviewed the first film in 2018. Yes, I did. So, we're at Deadpool 2 today. I did actually rewatch the first Deadpool on Netflix last week, and it was still on Netflix since the first time I saw it. And you know what? The movie actually got better for me. It had a good story, good characters, good action, good music, and a good story, like I said. It's a very good film, the first Deadpool. And as far as I'm concerned, Deadpool 2, I actually like even more. Yes, I'm very, very, very surprised about this film. The story was really good. It was fun, it was exciting, it was funny. It was a lot more darker than what I thought it would be. I don't know if it's as violent as the first one. It's not as graphic, I think, as the first one. It's graphic, yeah, but it's not as graphic as I thought it would be. You know, it felt a little more PG-13, maybe, than R or 15. I don't know, it's a bit hard for me to say, but like, it wasn't as violent as the first one, I think. But the story was good, it was more dramatic. It was more emotional too, but you know, it does obviously have a lot of comedy, and the comedy is really good in this film. Like, I laughed a lot throughout this film, even more than I did with the first film. Like, this film was hilarious. It actually was hilarious. I'm actually very happy to be watching it at 16 years of age, because I understand it a little more than I would have if I did actually see it when I was 14. I know, like, I'm only 2 years older now, but, like, you get my point. It was something I could obviously understand more. The story was pretty solid, like I said. It was easy to follow. It didn't drag, thankfully. I was kind of concerned they would drag. You have your, slow moments, but they weren't, like, dragging. I thought the film was paced very well for 2 hours and 13 minutes. It was just a very fun story. It was a fun, it had a good balance. It was a fun story. It's just a movie I can sit back, relax, and just go, let's stick on Deadpool 2. Yeah, I can enjoy it for that. I actually think it's a very, very fun film. Like the first one, I actually like it on par with the first one. Like I said, it is slightly better, but I think they're on like the same level. Like, they're both very good films for me. The action is phenomenal. The acting is amazing. I did have to admit, when the film was starting, I was a little unsure if I was going to like it. I was just a bit like, I don't like where this is going to go. But then the film, it got better. I have to admit, the film actually got better and better as the film went on. And I was shocked at a few scenes, it got better. And like I said, the action is phenomenal, the acting is amazing, and the characters are pretty good for the most part. Wade Wilson was very good in this film. His journey was good, and he brought a lot of hilarious jokes. Russell was good, but I felt he lacked a bit of screen time. He's a good character, I just think a little more screen time could have helped. Cable was very good, brilliantly acted by Josh Brolin, who played Thanos, and he had good dynamic with Deadpool, as well as the other new characters. And then there's the main villain. It's a bit hard to kind of follow the main villain, in my opinion. I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it, but the main villain's fine. I just don't know. It's a bit hard to say if there is a main villain in this one or not, because it kind of jumps in a way. It's kind of how I felt about The Greatest Showman. I know it's a very weird comparison, but I'm not trying to compare, I'm just saying how I felt. It feels like one person's main character, then one person's main character. It kind of jumped between the main villains with this one, I felt. Maybe if I rewatched it, that could change, but I thought the main villain was fine. I just think there was a little bit of a jumpy, there and there. But I think, the main villain's fine, and the characters are pretty good, like I said. The music was really good, and yeah, I thought it was a great film. I actually really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, Deadpool 2 is a really fun movie. It has a well-told story, excellent action, well-written characters, and fun soundtrack. I'm happy to say it even tops the first film. I'm going to give Deadpool 2 an 8 out of 10. So yes, I like this film. I actually thought it was a great film. It was it surprised me. It actually surprised the crap out of me, because I didn't think it would be as good as the first one. But as I heard, a lot of people were saying it's better than the first one. I was like, okay, now I'm excited. But then when the film was starting, I was like, it could be good, but I don't know if it's going to be as good as the first one. But then the movie did get better. It's a fun film. Deadpool 1 and 2 are fun movies, and I would really like to own them. And the first one's on Netflix. Second one, you know, you can obviously, it's not on Netflix. Well, it's on Netflix in my area, but it's just a really good film, and I highly recommend it. Thank you, Lambo Rock Strikes Back, for the request. It's very appreciated. Although I do have to mention about requests, I might be getting more strict on requests now. Yes, now granted, I have tried to do every request I can, and I've tried my best. But it's just, I think I'm now starting to get more busy, and I'm gonna have to put a bit of a limit. So you can request up to 3 films. 3 movies, the maximum. And if you want, like, say, there's one you want me to do the most, I can try do that. Although I should point out, I can't do any requests for a while until after Christmas. I'm just going to be getting very busy. The next request I will be doing is by W. He's requested me to do the Bionicle trilogy. So thanks, man, for the request. I will get to that eventually. I just don't know when. But I'm just saying, I can't do gigantic big requests anymore. I need to put a limit. So you can request me 3 movies. If there's one you want me to do the most, I'll do that first, and I'll try. It's just, I want to kind of balance it out. Like, I can do a request, I can do something I want to do. You know, I want to get balance. So I hope that's understandable. Now, in fairness, I have done my best to do every request I can. I have tried my best, and I've always kept an open mind. I just need to put a bit of a limit, if you understand, but thank you guys anyway. So, what do you think of Deadpool 2? Do you think it's better than the first one, or do you think it's not as good as the first one? In my opinion, I like it slightly more. This is one of the sequels that's better than the original. So yeah, see you guys next time, and skadoosh, and thank you all so much for watching, so see you later.